Hey guys, what's it go? Let's go to National. Oh, Legend of Zelda. Legend of Joy's Mountain. Legend of Zelda, Joy's Mountain. Never say. Ooh, me. No, not the speak out. To the actor, I want to know. Get his link. Oh, get him. I hate that mother. Damn. I hate this. What you got? How many hearts we got? We got 6. right there. I guess who? Somebody watching? Who watching me on YouTube? Subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see that? Oh, quick! Yeah. God dang it. I'm gonna turn into this monster. I know this game is good. No. I hate that motor. I can eat my own that meat. In my truck. Because it's the live stream of Legendary Zelda. Not Breath of the Wild, because I can't get Breath of the Wild on Android. I don't need this mask anymore. Told you guys. I don't have to get mask for that guy, you know this game. You know this game. Yeah, on the person. guys, we're going. Oh, y'all wanna watch this? So, let's watch this, guys. At home. Let's watch at home.
Vault 1080 isn't a real vault. Vault 1080 comes from a fun little adventure mod by NVIDIA. That's right, the same NVIDIA that makes video cards. Vault 1080 is a Fallout 4 mod that NVIDIA created to show off the way that they process God rays. God rays are the beams of light that you find from light sources in the game. Many people turn these off for performance reasons, but if your machine can handle them, they do look rather stunning. NVIDIA is really proud of the way that they handle God rays in Fallout 4, and so they decided to release this mod to show them off. Now, I avoided reviewing this mod until now because I had an AMD card for the longest time, but I recently got a new graphics card, the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti Gaming X. This graphics card is the line, so I figured now is the time to test out the God rays in this mod. This mod should be considered more of a tech demo than anything, really, but it does come with some interesting backstory. So, with this video, we're going to explore Vault 1080 and bear witness to those sweet, sweet God rays. The story begins just west of Vault 111. Beneath an electric tower, we find an abandoned shack. Inside the mailbox, we find Dr. Morgan's note number 1 to someone named Max on his birthday. In the note, she apologizes to Max. She says, "I wish I could have brought you to the surface, but she can't because her body is failing." She says, "I don't think I'll live long enough to go back for you." She's starting to suffer the symptoms of radiation poisoning: nausea, headache, hair loss. Strangely enough, it looks like Max can withstand radiation poisoning fairly well, but she says, "I can't withstand radiation like you can." She tried to search these nearby marshes for help, but all she found was raiders. And so she closed herself up in this shack. She says it's too dangerous to leave. And then she puts Max's fate in your hands. She tells Max in this note that she might not have been able to save him, but that she hopes that someone else
Let me pause it
someday...
real quick. Gotta get some cereal. Yummy, yummy. Gotta get some cereal because I need some. What else about that? Making a live stream in Tallahassee. You know what Tallahassee is? Tallahassee. Guys, Tallahassee, I live in Tallahassee. I'm not saying my idea. I'm saying no me that one. Know me. 2 hours. Whoa. Radiation. Oh, I you guys have this question. And how you get Mars? Tell me what your password is and how you get Mars. Tell me how you get Mars. I want Mars so bad. Tell me your passcode. I will give you something back for I'll get like 2 years. I'll give you another 1 year. I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys. Gotta figure out yourself. I'm doing Facebook. We get 100 subscribers. We get 1,000 subscribers. I'm doing Facebook. What's my cereal? I ain't gonna put my house. Oh, yeah, Who's back?
It will succeed where she failed. Signed, Dr. Rachel Morgan. Now, I looked all over this shack, and there's no entrance, so there's no way for us to go inside and see if Dr. Morgan's skeleton is really inside. But it's not. I even toggled clipping, and there's nothing inside the shack. But our quest log updates to explore the marsh. Following the road out from the shack, we can pass a number of warning signs that tell us to stay back, to turn around, to do not enter. Eventually, this brings us to Devil's Marsh, where we get attacked by a variety of mirelurks. At length, we come upon the Church of the Valley, and it's here where we get our first dose of sweet, sweet God rays. The mod author placed some vines and trees in front of the light sources, creating shafts of light that shine through the cracks. Once done admiring the God rays, we can pass by some splattered blood on a cinder block wall to enter the church. NVIDIA had some fun decorating up the interior of this church. We find the skeleton of a dapper man sitting on a couch holding a beer wearing a hat. Inside the sanctuary, we find evidence of a camp. Looks like maybe raiders came here at one point. Up on the choir seats next to the pipe organ, we find another interesting skeleton. Looks like this guy got himself drunk and he's vomiting into a bucket. Lots of empty beer bottles all over. And is it just me or do his hands look really large? Look how large those hands are. Maybe they just appear larger because they're bones. But they just look huge. Now, since this mod is all about God rays and beams of light, I'm going to turn off my torch, and I'm going to try and keep it off for most of this video, so that we can enjoy the God rays as they were meant to be seen. I'll only turn it on when it gets too dark. There is a terminal on the wall, and here we find some diary entries from this church's former pastor. We learn that Vault-Tec approached them and offered to build a vault underneath their church. The pastor agreed under the condition that his church's members were given first choice for inclusion. Vault-Tec agreed and they began construction. Everything seemed to be going fine. The only issue is that some of the church trustees didn't like the idea of having the vault attached to the church's foundation. Aside from that, the pastor is pleased, but on February 19th, 2071, he received some troubling news. His church has been growing ever since people found out that by becoming a member, they get automatic access to a nearby vault. Because of this, Vault-Tec has told him that the vault will not be large enough to accommodate everyone. The final option is to open the shutters. And as soon as we do, we get attacked by 4 blood bugs. Two of them ran away. We can go through the southern hallway to kill one of them, but the other went down below to the vault. So in the meantime, what happened here? Well, we opened the shutters. So this is light coming in through the stained glass.
Sorry.
That's why it's not white light. It's yellow, green, red. It shines through the stained glass window and then through a chandelier hanging from the ceiling, giving off quite an intense effect. All right, NVIDIA, looking good. Heading through the north.
What happened?
The Quincy Massacre is one of the most infamous events